He must get amazing frequent flyer miles.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and we have finally reached the end of our journey with Zeta Toys KRONOS, their Superion. We have taken a look at all 5 members, and if you missed any of those reviews, you can click the playlist in the description down below. But now it is time for the grand finale. It is time to form Superion. So let's get down to it. So first we will start off with the legs. So how the legs work here is you want to take this section here and just split it open. And you want to take the foot itself. You can see you have these tabs on your side. You got these grooves here, and you just want to line all that up. Just kind of drop all that in there. So all that lines up like so, and then you can just kind of push all this back together. It helps if you engage the ankle tilt here, because you want to take this panel and just push that up. So that will hold things together right back there like that. And then we can take this panel here and just push that up. And that will just tab on right up in there, like so. And there you have that done, and you're going to do the same thing with the other foot. And now that that's done, we have great strength of feet. But anyway, let's now connect the legs to the body. So let's grab the main body here and raise up a bit here so we can see what's going on. So what's going to happen here is you want to take this back panel here and just pop that open like so. And we're going to take these sections here, just bring them out. And this die-cast section here is just going to drop right back here. And then you're going to just slide all this forward, and then you can just peg this back into place. Once that's done, you just take these side sections here, and they will just peg in to either side here, like so. And there you have a leg all done. Second vest is just like the first. And now he has 2 legs. Hooray for legs. So now moving up. Alright, so now that we're at the top floor, let's work on the arms. What you're going to do with the arms here is you're just going to just split the forearm section here, bring in the hand, and then we'll just slot right in at either side, like so. Just get it squeezed, get all nice and squozen, and there you have the arms all done. And how the arms connect is we need to turn Superion around here, and these little panels right here, you just want to flip up, and the arms will just slide in like so. And you just close that up to hold it in place. Then we just bring up this one, and then we slide in the other arm, close that up, and turn it back around. And there you go. There you have the complete KRONOS, aka Superion. And definitely a good looking Superion, in my opinion. I do quite dig it. Looks very good. Very, very good. So let's bring them up close here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. Of course, I have the more cartoon head on him right now. Of course, you do get the option of the faceplateless, more toy head. So you have the option there of what head you want to put on Superion. And as always, options are good. But again, nice head sculpt. Nice silver there for the mouth plate. You got that transparent visor there, which looks quite nice. Got the transparent red plastic here on the chest. You got some silver, some reds going on. Some more silver. No, everything comes together quite nicely. And he's quite hefty when he's all put together as well. This dude has some legit weight to him. I'll just turn around here and move it up the back. It all comes together quite nicely, in my opinion. So there you go. Now articulation-wise, it doesn't matter what head you have on here. They both have the same articulation. Head can rotate, can look way up, can do a total squirrel. Can totally do that. Can look down as well. The chest fins here can move out of the way to accommodate the arm movement. One thing I will say about the arms is you might want to hold on to the chest piece of the bots when you're turning the arms, because sometimes when you're rotating them around, sometimes this chest panel will kind of pop off. So you might want to keep your thumb right there when you're moving the arms around. But the arms can rotate on a nice beefy ratchet. Oops. That might come apart too. They can move outward. Again, on a nice ratchet. Moving down. You do get bicep rotation. You do get about 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You do also get rotation out of the forearm as well. Coming down here to the hands. The hands can rotate. That's a little squeaky. Little squeaky. And you do have a ratcheted joint that allows the hand to move inward and outward, which is quite nice. The hands are nice and articulated. The thumb is at a hinge at the base, so it can move up and down. It can also rotate, and then you have a hinge here and a hinge right there. And each finger is on a hinge at the base, and also a hinge there and a hinge right there as well. And the fingers can also splay out, which is quite nice. And the hands can make a pretty good looking fist. And as always, I'm a fan of articulated hands that can make a good looking fist, and that works. That works for me. So we got that. And what else have we got? Well, we have ratcheted waist articulation. We do also have an ab crunch. You get 3 good clicks there of an ab crunch, which is nice. Moving down here to the crotchial region. These panels can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. They can also, move this arm out of the way. They can also move out to the sides, because reasons. Hey, if you need them to, hey, they'll move for you. And the hips also can, you can see here, the hips can also slide forward to give you a little extra range of movement as well. And your legs can move forward, far. Oh, I'm popping things off here. Back, that far. On a big hefty ratchet, outward. Good. Outward. You can do the full splits. Oh man, that's heavy. You do have thigh rotation as well. As far as the knees go, you do have a double jointed knee. Again, all of that is ratcheted. You can get a pretty deep knee bend there. You can even see some extra bits that are exposed there. You get some good knee articulation. And last but not least, the feet. They can rotate. You do get some good ankle tilters there, as well as a toe joint. And of course we can give Superion his big old gun, because a big old combiner needs a big old gun. Get back over here. Get back over here, man. Time to arm you up. And just kind of bring the thumb down here, and it's just leg, slot in the palm. The typical method here. With this guy, you might want to move the wing out of the way a little bit here. And just tab that in. And then just wrap the fingers around it. It does hold that pretty securely. And there you go. So now, Superion can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. So you got that going on. Now, one thing to talk about here is, if you want to pose him, say, you know, holding his gun straight out in front of him, you'll notice that he does kind of want to lean forward a bit, as you can see there. He does have a tendency to lean forward if you have his arms straight out in front of him. But the one cool thing about the hips being able to slide forward is if you slide the hips forward like that, it will kind of offset the lean a bit. So you can see now he is standing a bit straighter. So not only do those sliding hips help with articulation, but they also help with stability, which is a very good thing. Another thing to mention as well is if you want the arms and legs to look a bit cleaner, you can just pop the wings off. All these wings are just pegged in, so if you want a bit of a cleaner forearm look and a bit of a cleaner leg look, you can just pop all those wings off. Hey, totally up to you. As always, your toy. Display it however you wish. And the last thing to talk about here is about these big, beautiful noggins. Now, when I reviewed Silverbolt, if you remember, I mentioned that these heads, they do something, and I was going to save it for the finale, and now that we're here, it's time to show it off. So, you can see there is a button right here on the back of his head. Each of the heads take 3 LR626 batteries, which you will have to get yourself. They are not included. And you can get them very cheap on Amazon, but once the batteries are installed and you push the button on the back of his head, the eyes light up and you do get actual sound clips from the cartoon. And push it again. I think he's saying talk is cheap. I don't know. Sounds like it. They're just shouting, Omega! But they have the clips in that head. And yes, each head has different sound clips. So we're going to plug in this head just because. There you go. And now we'll push the button. Push again.
Aerial box, unite and transform into Superion! Aerial box, attack! Aerial box, transform into Superion!
So, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, let me just stand him back here so you can see how this head looks on the body, and this head looks just as good on the body. As always, this is your toy. Display it however you wish. Me personally, I'm probably going to leave the cartoon head on him, but hey, that head works just as well. As always, your toy. Do what you want with it. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the TFC toys, Superion, so you can see how that works out. Here he is with the Combiner Wars, Superion. And he's just a little guy next to KRONOS here. Here he is with the Zhujiang Superion, which is the upscaled knockoff of the Combiner Wars version. And here he is with G1 Superion, because he's precious. He's so tiny. But he's precious. Whoosh. Here he is with Combiner Wars Devastator. You can see a bit taller there than Devi. How does he scale with Metroplex? Here's how he scales with Metroplex. Here he is with the Power of the Primes Predaking. So you can see how they look side by side. Here he is with the Unique Toys Bruticus. And just because, here he is with Fans Toys Omega! As you can see how that works out there. Come here, big boy. Come here. Here he is with the Jinbao Devastator, in case anybody cares. I'm sure somebody does. Just so you can see how those two look side by side. And last but not least, here he is with MP10 Optimus Prime. Oh, he's just a little guy. So, there you go. So there you have a Zeta Toys KRONOS. Overall, this is a very nicely done combiner in my opinion. Everything comes together nice and solidly. There's a lot of just nice, hefty ratchets on this figure. He's quite stable as well. For the size and the weight of him, he's very stable. The only real issue I have with mine, and it's a minor issue, is, as I said earlier, just the chest panels on the arm bots can kind of come untabbed when you're moving the arms around just due to how heavy the ratchets are. But that's a minor thing as far as I'm concerned, not the end of the world. But yeah, overall, he's really solid and really well done. I do quite dig this. So yeah, very, very happy with him. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Zeta Toys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the KRONOS playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Zeta Toys KRONOS, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Superion, I don't care what anybody says. Flying is the safest way to travel. But we're not flying. Well, I am. In my spark. Now, mush Superion. To infinity. And someplace after infinity.